Welcome. I'm trying to use this thing again so that you can actually hear me better. But hi, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Look at this. I redid my bookshelf a couple days ago and I also got rid of books, I have to confess. There were some books on this bookshelf that I knew I wasn't going to get to, so I returned them to the store I bought them from and got store credit. Tell me why I can't even remember what I returned. Oh, I returned One of Us is Lying because I got that book like years ago when it was in its hype and I'm not interested in that book at all anymore. Also returned The Summer I Turned Pretty and the second one, whatever that one's called. So I returned those three. And then I also, hi, welcome. Down here is all the books that I will not be getting to until I read the next one in the series. So these are all like the series. On the bookshelf, I only left the book that I have to read next, so that the entire series wasn't on my TBR, because technically the next book is what I have to read. I have all those down here. I have the rest of the Throne of Glass, the Lunar Chronicles, and then I do not know what these are called. The Great Coats series that I haven't started and I don't even know if I like. But I have them all because they were in the bargain section and it got me, okay? It got me. I also have the last, I don't know if this is a spinoff or what it is. It's called The Crown from the Selection series. I have no idea what it's about. And also the second and third book of To All the Boys I've Loved Before is in here as well. And then I literally just got Tower of Dawn. I hate the single. So I'm going to be tandem reading this with Empire of Storms, and I am terrified because I know it's going to take forever. But that's not happening yet, so let's not worry about it. This beautiful masterpiece. I'm very excited about it. So I basically switched them around, but up top I have like all my fantasies that I've read that are like some of my favorite fantasies that I've read, like series. I have this little mug. Also my little Spider-Man plushie. He'll always be following my fantasies around. But I have my Fourth Wing books. I have the Hurricane Wars, which I'm so excited for the next one to come out. The Once Upon a Broken Heart series that I literally don't even have, the Ballad of Never After, because my friend is borrowing it. So I just have the Dust Jacket. It's something I realize when I give my books to friends to read, especially because I give them my annotated copies. I miss them. I want to look back on my annotations. Then obviously Akatar and Throne of Glass, what I have read so far, which is all the way till Heir of Fire. Next, I have all, I want to say all of these are romances. I don't know, these aren't very organized over here because I don't care. I really just wanted them all to just be in color. So these are a little bit of a rainbow order, and then these are just random. Like I have the selection together, and then just random standalones just thrown in there. Okay, now we are down here. These three are also books that I have read. They just didn't fit up top, so I moved them down here. The little tiny bookshop that I made separates my read books from my TBR. So these are a little bit more organized. So we have these two books. These are basically books that I know are going to make me cry. So I have A Little Life and The Art of Racing in the Rain. I have all my fantasies down here. It's just cute little things to just decorate. So then it moves on to romances. These would be romances. Then I have Emma because she didn't fit with my, what is called, classics. So she didn't fit with them. And then I have Hooked on here because I don't feel good putting Hooked with romances because I feel like once I read that, I will determine whether or not it's a romance because I've heard mixed things on it. So we'll see if that qualifies to sit on the romance pile or not. Then I have sci-fi. So I have the next book in the Lunar Chronicles series and Project Hail Mary. Those are the only two. And then I have my thrillers. So I just have a couple thrillers on there. And that's pretty much it. I felt so much better organizing my TBR by their like genre or like the vibes that they give me it just makes me feel better when I'm trying to pick a book instead of just looking at a giant mess of books. I know what the vibe is for them, so I just feel better like picking them. That's pretty much it for it. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Sorry. Okay, so here's a little reading update. Still just on page 28 of Queen of Shadows. And there's nothing wrong with this book. I'm a little intimidated by it, and there was so much going on in Arrow Fire, and I don't know if it all gets resolved in this one or if it's gonna get even more complicated. Literally didn't read a single thing for the whole first week of March. Now what I did read was this. It's The Art of Racing in the Rain, and I had seen this movie but obviously never read the book. Literally the first 2 pages of this book, I was crying. Through the book, I was crying. The end of the book, I was crying. This was really, really good. I gave it a 4.5. There were parts of it that I can't talk about without spoiling, that I didn't love how they got resolved. Very good. And now I want to watch the movie because I've only seen it once 5 years ago. So I want to see what's different about it, because there was something that seems pretty major in the book that I don't know if I just don't remember or it wasn't in the movie at all. But yeah, this was a 4.5. This is really, really good. I really loved it. This story is told through the dog's perspective. If your dog had human thoughts but it's still coming from a dog, I don't know if that made any sense, but if you read it you'll understand. Oh, and other than that, this is gonna be my book club pick, or my book for book club. We're doing it different. We're doing books with blue on the cover. Say it's the whole cover is blue. Literally could have a blue dot on it. It fits. So mine is To Kill a Kingdom, which is about a siren that gets turned into a human, and in order to become a siren again, she has to get the heart of some prince, which the prince literally hates sirens, and his whole life goal is to get rid of them forever. It's definitely giving enemies to lovers, so that's exciting. And then after book club yesterday, I went with my friends to the cutest little bookstore and got this. One of those blind dates with a book. Definitely will stop by there again if I ever want to do this again. These are the prompts for it. And I already opened it yesterday, but I packaged it up all over again so we can open it together. I had no idea what it was, but my friend looked up the code on the front so that she could see what it was. So if you go with a friend, there's a little life hack. This would be a lot more exciting if I didn't already open it. But I opened it yesterday. But this is Red String Theory. This actually is such a pretty cover. So basically, she's a really strong believer in the Chinese legend that everyone is tied to their one true love by the red string of fate. And she meets this guy and she believes that they are meant to be, but he is obviously skeptic and he doesn't believe that. I think she has to convince him that they're meant to be, which is interesting. I'm just hoping there's good banter in here. That's all I'm hoping for. I thought I had some of them upside down for some reason. New book, TBR, read, TBR. That's really all I gotta share. But yeah, that's it for this one. I know it's random. Just a couple days of my life. Hope you enjoyed some of it.